Hello everyone, and I would like to show you another very beautiful chess game by Bobby Fischer. And in this chess game, Bobby Fischer has the white pieces and his opponent, Edward Stepans. And this game was played in Cleveland, Ohio, United States in 1957, in August 6. So Bobby Fischer starts the game with playing e4, c5, Sicilian defense, knight to f3, d6, d4, c takes on d4, knight takes on d4, knight to f6, knight to c3, g6, bishop to e3, knight to c6, and f3 by Fischer, bishop to g7, queen to d2, and after this move, Stepans castled. Before castling, Bobby Fischer played bishop to c4, a6, and Bobby Fischer castled in the queen side. Queen to c7, bishop to b3, b5, and Bobby Fischer captures the knight. Knight takes on c6, queen takes on c6. And believe it or not, but at move 13, Bobby Fischer has a killer move in this position. Well, in this position, Bobby Fischer has a very annoying move. And what would you do in this position? Well, Bobby Fischer played knight to d5. And in this position, the best defense was queen to b7. But black didn't play queen to b7. And in this position, as you can see, white has many threats. So I'm going to show you a couple of them. So let's play a silly move. Let's say h5. Then knight takes on e7, forking the king and the queen. So knight takes queen, and this is losing for black. And what else? If knight takes knight, then bishop takes on d5, attacking the queen and the rook. So if moving the queen, white captures the rook. And if rook to e8, defending with the rook, then knight takes knight after bishop takes on f6 or pawn takes on f6. It doesn't matter, bishop to d5. Again, attacking the queen and the rook, and winning the rook actually. So knight to d5 was a very annoying move. And in this position, probably black panicked and black played king to h8. And Fischer played knight takes on f6 and preparing to play bishop to d5. So we have e6, not even capturing the knight. So obviously if bishop takes on f6, bishop to d5, again losing for black. But this is also losing for black, but we have e6, not resigning. Fischer played bishop to h6, attacking the bishop and eyeing the rook. Bishop to b7, bishop takes bishop, king takes on g7. Knight to g4, f5, attacking the knight. E takes on f5, rook takes on f5, queen takes on d6. We have h5. Fischer played queen to e7, check. And black played rook to f7. And what would you do in this position if white saves the queen? Black captures the knight. And that would be disastrous for white. So if saving the knight, of course, black captures the queen. So there is a killer move in this position. Bobby Fischer played a very beautiful move. Well, actually, he only played the most accurate move. So what would you do in this position if you had the white pieces? How to defend the queen and the knight at the same time? Well, Bobby Fischer played queen takes on f7, that's check, sacrificing the queen. But this is a temporary sacrifice. So black, what else? Captures the queen, king takes on f7. And then Bobby Fischer played knight to e5, forking the king and the queen, king to e7. And then Fischer captures the queen with the knight. And in this position, white is a rook up. And this is so losing for black, and black needs to resign. But black is not resigning. He played bishop takes on c6. Here comes rook from h to e1 by Bobby Fischer, attacking on e6. Bishop to d7, defending. And once again, maybe Bobby Fischer had enough because of this position, because of this game, and Fischer played a very aggressive move. Bobby Fischer captures the bishop with the rook. Rook takes on d7. And after this move, black resigned. If king takes rook, black would not last long. So if king takes on d7, rook takes on e6, and everything is falling apart for black. That's why. After Bobby Fischer captures the bishop, rook takes on d7. This is the final position of this game, of this remarkable game by Bobby Fischer. But his opponent, of course, played some very bad moves. He missed the best move, he missed the best defense. And that was queen to b7 in that position. So anyway, that's it for today, and I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.